This episode of Tonight in San Diego is brought to you by Fuller Lighting Designs, FM 94.9, The Belly Up Tavern, and Guitar Center.
Broadcasting from the Horton Grand Theater in America's finest city, this is Tonight in San Diego. This week's guest from Fox Sports and the Barking Beast, Tania Milberg. Tonight's musical guest, Miscellaneous Ailments. Featuring DJ Thielen, I'm Jesse Egan, and here's your host. He just got back from hosting a monster truck event on Sunday! Your host, Jeff Kraft!
That was pretty good, Jesse. Hey, welcome to Tonight in San Diego. I'm your host, Jeff Kraft. How you guys doing out here tonight? My goodness. Thielen looking as fantastic as ever. How are you?
I'm good. Hi, Jeff.
Well, good to have you here. And of course, everybody knows Jesse Egan. He is a worldly famous comedian. We'll be chatting with you throughout the show tonight. You know, a lot of things are happening. You know what? First off, before we get into a lot of things happening around the world, I heard, was this Monster Jam that you were doing over here?
Yeah, that was exciting. I know that you just got back from doing the monster trucks.
I did. I do. I'm an announcer for Monster Jam as well, for monster trucks throughout the
Such a bucket list thing. I really want to know how to do that, Jeff. Is there any way I could get an audition or something to be that announcer? I
just don't think now is the time.
Really? Because
but
we
will do it at some point.
We're here in front of everyone. I feel like, we could give it a shot. You don't think I could just do it a little bit during the show?
No,
okay.
Just now's not the
maybe
afterwards.
Maybe after
the time. Thielen, how was your weekend? Let's talk about you. How was your weekend?
Thank you for asking. I went camping, actually.
You went camping?
Yeah.
Did you get to see Bigfoot?
No, but I did see a lot of traffic. There was this accident. It was kind
of car crushing mayhem!
Forget it.
Jesse, all right. So you're not gonna take no for an answer. Do you want to take the audition right now? Do you want to give it a shot right now?
So happy you asked, Jeff. Really, really happy.
What do you guys think out here? Do you guys want to see Jesse give it a shot to be an announcer for Monster Jam?
Nice.
Well, I'll tell you what. We have a great show for you guys tonight, but I'm not going to introduce the show. We're going to have our very own Jesse Egan. I want you to go ahead, and I want you to introduce the show tonight. Can you do that?
I'm going to try, Jeff.
All right,
give me a shot at this monster truck thing. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're excited to be here tonight in San Diego every Monday. Tonight's guests are Tania Milberg, musical guest Miscellaneous Ailments. It's great to be here. You'll buy tickets for the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
Jesse.
Did I get the job?
You didn't get the job. That was fantastic.
Next time.
We have a great show for you tonight. Let's find out this week's headlines. As many of you heard, Harrison Ford crashed his plane on a Santa Monica golf course. You guys hear about this? Yeah, you wouldn't think he would do that. As his plane went down, golfers warned others on the course by yelling, "Board!"
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Thankfully, he's okay. They say he landed just short of the green. He would have made it farther had he used his driver. This guy.
Wookie mistake.
Mm-hmm.
In tech news, PC World reports that many companies have started developing self-driving vehicles in response to this Harrison Ford comment. Finally.
Yeah. Could have used that last week.
Crawford High School is building a 20,000 person. It's okay. We have more. It's okay. Crawford High School is building a 20,000 person stadium despite neighbors' concerns that the school says that the plan is either to address the concern or just threaten to move to Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm. That's really the go-to move here in San Diego, isn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately it is. But good news, Chargers fans, the team says that they will stay in San Diego if the city covers 65% of the cost for a new stadium. That's right. In return, they promised that only 65% of the Chargers' home games will be blacked out.
Yeah. That's
Not
right.
bad.
I'm crunching those numbers over here, Jeff, and I'm really looking forward to rooting for our Bolts at least 65% of the time.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
65%
More
of the
than
time
half.
is good.
I think. I don't know math.
Yeah. Rain, hail, and even snow passed through San Diego last week. San Diegans haven't experienced anything this intolerable and white since this guy. Yeah. That guy. A man was attacked while walking in Ocean Beach. He described the suspect as bearded transient. The police are now on the lookout for every male resident of Ocean Beach. Jesse, you live in OB, don't you?
Yeah, that's right, Jeff. I do. And it's true, we all have beards. There's no supercuts in OB.
Floby, maybe a Floby. Remember
Yeah.
the Flobies? Maybe one of those. A Wisconsin man has been charged with attempting to have sex with a horse. Yeah.
Aw, man.
The arresting officer on the scene told the man that, whoa, easy, big fella.
Yeah, that's right, Jeff. Listen, honestly, whether you're a dude or a horse, nay means nay.
Have you ever had to use that line?
Just with my barber, that's it.
A man from Japan invented a talking girlfriend pillow. Did you guys hear about this? Jesse, you hear about
Yeah,
this?
I did, Jeff, and it is perfect for when you want to sleep in, but you get woken up with, hey, get up, we're going to brunch with my friends. Karen's a huge bitch, but whatever. Do you want to go hiking next week? Does this pillowcase make my butt look big? It does? Good.
It's a great product. It's a great, you know what? I have a talking wife pillow. If you come home late, it tells you to go sleep on the couch. That's what it says.
Yeah, that's right, Jeff. I actually brought this for your wife, so you could just, there you go, buddy. Don't want you to be
Really?
alone there.
Oh.
What's it say to you?
It says go sleep on the couch.
Yeah,
I was late.
as usual.
That's this week's headlines. Well, this upcoming weekend is Fashion Week San Diego Spring Showcase happening at Harrah's Casino. It's going to be very, very exciting. You know, it's an exclusive showcase highlighting the hottest designers, their collections of 2015. But here at Tonight in San Diego, well, we're going to put together our very own showcase of our own. I think you guys are going to like this. So especially for those on that couture budget, the couture look on that tight budget, much like us here at Tonight in San Diego, I think you guys are going to like this, this showcase. But to help me out with this thing is, well, the Spring Showcase host herself. She's also Easy 98.1's personality, Erica De La Cruz. I want to invite her out onto the stage. Come on out here, Erica. So she is the host. She is the host of the Spring Showcase. Got to be pretty exciting to be doing that.
Yeah, thanks, Jack.
I had the opportunity to host it last year, so I know you're going to have a whole lot of fun. Now, I want you to set this thing up for everybody, explain to everybody what the Spring Showcase is. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh, Jeff's leaving. I don't know if that's good news. Basically, the Spring Showcase, it's this Saturday at Harrah's Southern California Resort, and we're really excited. Fall Fashion Week is actually going to be the last week in October, so we'll see you there, and tickets are on sale now at fashionweeksandiego.com. All right. Okay, so who here is a little bit on a budget, but likes to look fly, likes to look good? All right. Yep. Let me hear it. Me too. So I'm always up on what's trending, and I like to see what the brilliant designers in our world are coming up with. Really, the cutting edge of what is genius fashion. Which brings me to the Tonight in San Diego fashion show that I've been asked here to host, people. Why don't we take a look at our first look? All right, so this is Katy Perry. Very memorable ensemble. She wore this to the 2015 Super Bowl. It was pretty controversial, but it was a yellow to orange flame ombre. It was a two-piece set garment. And why don't we welcome model numero uno. All right, well, you know what? How's it feel to be the most flaming guy in San Diego? Oh, so good. Jack here is sporting the sexiest brands, Frito and Lane. Why don't we give a round of applause for Jack? Thank you, Jack. All right, let's take a look at our second look this evening. So our second look is Sia. This is also at the 2015 Grammys. Sia sported a Giorgio Armani conservative look, sported a ruby red lip, and her classic signature Sia is not to reveal her identity. Here we are. I'll tell you, folks, he's going to be swinging with a lot more than a chandelier in this look. All right. Thank you, Jack. Yep, that's good. You are so chic. You're so fabulous. Get it. All right, and our third look of the evening. All right, so this one's memorable. This is Rihanna's 2015 Grammy look. She definitely took a chance. She wore a multi-layered tier gown, hot pink, and definitely made a statement on the red carpet. Welcome, model number 3. All right, Jessie. Well, you know, prom season's coming up, and I can tell you, no one else is going to have this look. Nobody. So, you know, I would pay $1,000 for at least a quarter of it. In fact, I think it actually costs a quarter. Jesse, did you take a dip in your grandmother's linen closet for this outfit? Yeah, he did. But you know what? He's looking fabulous, folks. Give him a round of applause. All right, so let's hear it for our 3 models this evening. Why don't you come on back out? All right. Nice. Do a twirl. And all right.
We're going to have a lot of fun at the Spring Showcase. She's going to be hosting it. And, of course, if you guys want to come to Fashion Week San Diego, that happens the first week of... I like this lipstick. I never wear lipstick. Happens the first week of October. You guys can get your tickets at fwsd.com. Fashion Week San Diego. You guys can find it. We're going to be hosting it. Hope you guys enjoy it. And I want you guys to get ready. Here, where's hold me. Ready? Let's go. I want you guys to get ready. We'll be right back with Tania Milberg. I want to thank our friends Blow Pop Dry Bar UTC for providing 2 blowout experiences for a couple of lucky winners here in the studio audience. They also provided styling for us this segment, and they're sponsors of Fashion Week San Diego. And again, we're going to give these experiences away and gift bags during this next break. Now, if you guys want to be a part of the live studio audience, just go on tonightInSanDiego.com and we'll see you right here. But right here, now, we're going to be experiencing the lovely Tania Milberg. Oh, Tania.
How's it going, Jeff?
Well, I'm doing fantastic. I'm not as busy as you are. I mean, you are the creator of the blog Barking Beast, if you guys ever heard of Barking Beast out there. And also the Fox San Diego, Fox Sports
San
TV
Diego.
correspondent, pet correspondent on there as well, SD Live. You're a busy girl.
Yeah.
You're a busy girl.
Well, there's a lot going on in the pet lifestyle here in San Diego. So Fox Sports San Diego has me busy, and the blog has me busy, and I'm doing a lot of charities in the community.
Well, you had a great charity that just happened a little while ago, this last weekend, I believe. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's talk about Barking Beast. You started that a few years ago, and so it's a blog, and you created this for what reason? Because obviously San Diego is a huge pet population here, and we are probably the most loving families in San Diego for pets, so it makes sense. But you started it. What can people find on Barking Beast?
It's a lifestyle guide for pet owners. When I got a dog, the name Barking Beast, my dog, literally, he's a beast.
Jack, right?
Jack,
yeah.
He's like 100 pounds, and when I adopted him, it was like a lifestyle change. So I was reaching out to people like, help me with this and that. It was my first dog I've ever had. He's like the love of my life. My parents never got me a dog growing up. So when I finally had a place where I could own a dog, I got a dog, and I went big. And I got a big dog, and he's a beast. So then I started...
100 pounds?
I'm
101 pounds.
Yeah.
We call that,
So
that's
I
like,
walk around your living room, basically.
I think that's like heavy petting, Jeff.
Heavy? Is that heavy petting? Is that what it is? Oh, my goodness. Well, okay, Jack, I'm sorry. Jack, you were talking about Jack.
And I would actually go, I don't know if you still are the host, but...
Oh, yeah, it's right. We have something in common.
Yeah, I would turn to Jeff because he was the host, or I don't know if you still are, but I would go to you were the host for Pet Lounge.
Pet Lounge, yeah, it was a great show here in San Diego.
It's a show on Channel 4, and I would go there for help because I needed advice on this big beast that I had. So I would watch you on Pet Lounge.
Well, we do. We have something in common. You hosted a pet show, and I hosted Pet Lounge. It's not airing right now. Hopefully we get it back. But yeah, you know what? It's great because I'm
Oh,
a
and
big
we're,
pet
and we're
lover.
matching. We also have that.
Oh,
in
we are
common.
matching. That's right.
We didn't plan it, but we're
No.
on the way.
Yeah, it's match. I'm not sure if you guys can see it at home for matching, but no, it's really good. Let's talk about this runway show that you had because it was a smash hit, a huge success. A lot of people talking about it all over the airwaves.
Oh my God.
You had dogs, you had beautiful models walking down the runway, raising awareness.
Absolutely. I have always been a fan of runway shows, like the Victoria's Secret fashion show. I love to watch models going down the runway, and I love dogs. So when I put the charity together, I thought, why don't I do two things that I admire? And so I decided to put models in swimwear going down the runway.
Jesse's favorite.
Yeah,
with,
absolutely. How did you like our little...
Oh,
whatever?
you guys had quite the runway show yourself.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. we can do it here tonight in San Diego. We know how to walk the runway.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great cut up.
It was like a dog show up here earlier,
It was.
right?
It was a dog and pony show. So
Dog
the
and
runway
pony.
show that you had, I want to hear more about this because a lot of people don't at home might not have heard about it if they weren't reading every single newspaper out there because it was everywhere in San Diego.
We were overflowed with guests. We had to bring in more chairs, actually. We had to delay the start of the show because everybody was standing up. Or not everybody, we had so many people standing up that we had to bring in more chairs. I was trying to go around and thank people for coming, and I asked, where did you hear about this show? Every airwave, every platform you could, magazines, TV, radio. So it really helped because I had a linebacker from the NFL. I had Frankie and Gina from Channel 933. I had Maria Dunn from Fox 5 and some of our Fox Sports reporters out there. So they all helped plug the event, and we had a huge turnout. And I feel so blessed. We raised thousands of dollars
That's
that
great.
night. Dogs got adopted, and that was the goal.
That's fantastic. And hopefully you come back next time after you have your next runway show. Tell us all about it again as well because we want to be a part of that.
Absolutely.
Now, I understand there's a big famous surfing dog here in San Diego out in Del Mar, Dozer. And I saw an interview, you interviewing Dozer. It's one of your first interviews on Fox Sports, is that
I
right?
did. He's a world champion, world-class surfer here, not just in San Diego, but Southern
Oh,
California.
he's popular. Oh, I've seen Dozer. Oh, yeah, I've seen Dozer. So let's talk about Fox Sports. How is it that the Barking Beast, Tania Milberg, got associated with Fox Sports? Did you come to them? Did they come to you and say, we need you? How did all that work?
I think that's a question that people ask me. How can I do pet features on a sports network, above all Fox Sports? And they have a lifestyle show called SD Live. And so they wanted to tap into everything that makes San Diego. And part of what makes San Diego is the pet lifestyle here in the city. We have Petco Park, and a lot of the athletes are enthusiastic about being pet owners, dog owners. So I reached out to them, pitched them the idea about having some pet features. They loved it, and from then on, I've been the pet correspondent for Fox Sports.
Well, it's a great show. I mean, it's if you guys are every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock on Fox Sports, is that right? Here in San Diego, you can catch her. And what else do you have coming up? I know if you want to get a hold of Tania, at Tania Milberg on basically every social media platform out there, you got to follow her, you got to like her. Lots of great stuff coming from Tania. What else do you have coming up? What can people go to? What can they see from Tania coming up next?
Well, I think I'm going to get involved with a lot of outdoor activities, 5K runs that have proceeds that are going to rescue shelters. I was hanging out with Megan backstage, and she's working with Animal PAD, which is an organization,
great
that
organization,
she told me about. So I would love to work with organizations that are helping rescue people that help rescue animals all over the city, people who are helping others that need veterinary care that can't afford it. And I think a lot of the 5Ks that we have outside is like the perfect way to
Jesse
get
and I love
involved.
5Ks. We walk
Yeah.
them, we don't run them. But invite us, we'll definitely walk it. Again, every Tuesday night, 9 o'clock, you catch Tania on Fox Sports, SD Live. And of course, at Tania Milberg, follow her, like her. Like I said, she is fantastic. And without people like you, we wouldn't have all these fantastic pets finding these forever homes. So thank you very much for all of
Thank
that.
you for
We're going to be
having
right
me.
back with Miscellaneous Ailments right here. Well, we've got got another giveaway happening in this next break. Belly Up is a great partner of Tonight in San Diego. And speaking of great, they've got a great show happening this Friday the 13th. Don't be scared. We've got Twin Shadow. They're going to be a part of and their guest actually over at the Belly Up. So we're going to give away 2 tickets during the break. And remember, you want to be a part of the studio audience? One of these fans is going to get these tickets, tonightinsandiego.com. All right. Well, we've got a fantastic music performance tonight, but before they play, we're going to meet them. We're going to find out a little bit more about them. Ladies and gentlemen, Miscellaneous Ailments. Ladies and gentlemen, Miscellaneous Ailments. You got to get loud for those guys. Man, oh man, good to have you guys on the show. Good to have you guys on the show. You know, speaking of Belly Up, you guys are hopefully going to be playing at the Belly Up pretty soon.
Yes, hopefully. We love that venue.
Yeah, it's San Diego's probably top venue.
Yes, I agree.
Now let's talk about you guys. You guys are an alternative rock band. That's what you guys could start. It's what you guys are now. But when you first started, it was a little bit different. It was an instrumental. Did I read that right?
Yes, actually, the band started out as like a trio, as an instrumental band, like a prog rock band. The original members were Fonzo, Rich, which actually is a different Rich from this Rich. Actually, it's a Rich Anderson and a drummer named Joseph, and they started just as an instrumental band, but obviously they wanted to reach a little bit more people because instrumental is a bit.
That's a pretty niche.
Yeah, it's a hard
genre
sell.
there.
Yeah, it's a very hard niche to sell.
So now you guys are alternative rock,
Yeah.
and well, I mean, you guys have a pretty diverse background. You know, from the originals you guys met in school, the original members did. But your key influence. Let me ask you, who are your key influences in music right now that kind of get? Because you're the lead singer, so you kind of you create the energy. Who influences you in music?
Personally, it's Prince. And obviously Michael Jackson. I know Michael Jackson is like an influence to like a lot of musicians. Actually, pretty much.
Prince
I think
and
music,
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Prince and
Can now you're can you dance?
Yeah.
DJ Teelan. Well, we're gonna DJ Teelan. We have a little bit of Michael Jackson, maybe. We have a little bit of Michael Jackson we can play because if you're saying that your key influencer is Michael Jackson, I want to see if you can do a little bit of Michael Jackson moves. All right, come on, Ruben, stand up. I want to see you guys. I want to see you. Go ahead and stand up. Let's see a little bit of Michael Jackson.
What are we gonna put on?
Jackson, possibly.
You got this, girl.
It's okay. Hey, play it in your head. Maybe just beat it a little bit of smooth criminal.
Is she gonna play something for me?
Listen, wait for it.
Oh, okay.
Let's see it. Come on. Let's see it. Come on.
Okay, all right.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. All right. Stop the music. Stop the music. Sit down. Sit down. Not bad. Not bad. Now, your nickname is Ocho, right?
Oh, yes.
And where did that come from?
Well, it's because in my group of friends, we have another Ruben.
Okay.
And he's actually, his initials are pretty much the same as mine. So a lot of my friends just, they'll call him Ruben, and then they just call me the Ocho because of my last name, Ochosa.
Oh, well, makes sense.
It's easier.
Well,
So
I don't know a whole lot of Spanish, but if you were, like, see, what is number 7? I don't know. There's 6, H-A, there's 7, there's siete. I don't even know. I don't know. It would just be odd. It would just be odd. So I was reading about you guys, and there was a story about a red van. You guys want to go on tour. You had an idea, had a red van, and all of a sudden, it was gone. Tell us about this red van touring vehicle that you guys
all
had.
right. Our good friend Chuck, he had this red, like, I don't know, it's like from the 80s, like this maroon red and white striped
Everything good comes
van.
from the 80s.
Right, right. And he had lent it to us for a very short tour that we did between here and LA. And we loved it. And before I could actually purchase it from him, he actually, I can't fault him for this, he actually he saw this homeless couple in one of the islands just begging, right? And he decided to give that van to them.
Just give the van to him. Even
Yeah,
though
just,
he knew that you wanted, you were going to pay him for it?
Eventually I was. Like, I told him I couldn't pay for him. Or now.
Eventually. How many times have you told a friend, I'll pay you back eventually?
Yeah.
He knew your story, Ocho.
Right,
he knew
right.
your story.
So he did give it to this homeless couple, and when he told me, I really couldn't be obviously couldn't be mad at him because I was like, that's amazing, that's great. But then, like, fast forward maybe like 6 or 7 months later, he calls me up and he's like, man, I'm getting all these tickets and these he's getting informed that he's got all these like parking violations. And
So
I was
obviously
like,
the guy that not
Yes.
bought the van, that got the van, never put it in his name, got a whole bunch of tickets, and all of a
right,
sudden
and it was still
he's
interested
getting-
him. And I actually asked him, it was just like, did you not take your name off the pink slip or anything? And he was like, no, I didn't. I didn't even think of it. I was like, okay. So he calls me up and he says, like, we need to look for this van. I was like, excuse me, we need to look what? We need to look for the van. And he was like, yeah, I've kind of like located them. All the tickets are coming from Hillcrest area, so then we need to look.
a few sightings. Yeah.
There were a
Yeah,
few
there were a few-
sightings.
actually,
well,
yeah.
I want to know, did you end up getting the van?
No, unfortunately, we
All
did
right,
not.
so if there's anybody out there that has a van, maybe down by the river, and you guys want to offer it, he says he'll pay for it eventually. Contact these guys. You guys have an upcoming show at Merrill over near Hillcrest on the 21st, right?
Yes, on the 21st.
You guys have a CD release, a full CD.
Yes, actually, it's our first full-length album.
exciting.
Finally, yes. Actually, we've been releasing EPs over the last few years, but we're proud that we're releasing a full-length album called Broken Drum,
Okay.
and that'll be out in June.
Good deal. Well, you've got Rich, you've got Fonz, you have Alvin, and of course, Ruben Ocho. We're just going to call you, from now on, you're just going to be known as Ocho. Well, your Broken Drum, it drops in June. It's going to be exciting. We're going to see you guys play here a little bit later on. You can reach Facebook.com, reach these guys, Facebook.com/Miscellaneous Ailments. And you can follow them, you can be friends with them, but they're going to be playing right here a little bit later on. Hey, nice job, you guys. We're going to see, when we come back, we're going to see them live right here on the Guitar Center stage, Miscellaneous Ailments. Well, we have an exciting music performance for you, and I got this from Miscellaneous Ailments. You guys can check them out again, Facebook.com/Miscellaneous Ailments, but you don't have to go online right now. You can watch them right here on the Guitar Center stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Miscellaneous Ailments.
This love is automatic.
you.
Hey, please make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, hashtag Tonight in San Diego. And of course, you can always subscribe to us on YouTube for funny clips and bits. And remember to find past episodes and tickets. You guys got to be right here at this show at tonightInSanDiego.com. And there's so many great sponsors that help make this show possible each week. The Horton Grand Theater allowing us to use this beautiful venue. Fuller Lighting, Belly Up. But right now, on the Guitar Center stage, we're going to see Miscellaneous Ailments right now. We'll see you next week.
Start the day